got blood on my hand, I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out before they take me out. Blood on my hands, blood on my hands, blood on my face. Blood on my hands, blood on my hands, blood on my face. Blood on my hands, blood on my hands, blood on my face. Blood on my hands, blood on my hands, blood on my face.
Well, a lot of people felt like he was going to go be a professional kickboxer. There's more money in the UFC, though. That's why he's here. We'll see if he can kick somebody's head off here tonight.
I mean, he's going to look for it. You know, we have seen great kickboxers come into the sport. We have not seen many that come with the background, with the tradition and the history that this man has in kickboxing. He is so sure that if it's a stand-up fight in the UFC, he beats anyone. And I'm talking anyone, the best in the world. He thinks he beats them, but he's going to have to show that he can stay upright, because this ain't kickboxing. This is mixed martial arts. You got to make sure you defend those legs, or you end up spinning 15 minutes laying on your back.
That's right. We did have some fun in our fighter meeting. He said, would you guys prefer a knockout with a kick or a punch? We said, hey, man, I mean, we want to see you throw those feet. So we'll see if he can get the knockout here tonight in what is a very interesting stylistic matchup. The decorated kickboxer back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading a rifle. Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress. I know. When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range of getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagement. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen. And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jack the Joker Hermansson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Brad Tavares.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, so here we go with this stand-up only fight. Oh, you got to start to look for this from that. What is it? Holy smokes. All right, we go inside the octagon now where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Brad Tavares.
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.
Well, if you're looking for one fighter in an alley to save your life, you could probably do worse than this man as we welcome back the UFC middleweight contender, Paulo Costa. A lot of people think his ceiling is championship, and that eventually this man will be the undisputed UFC middleweight title holder. Seems to be a great stylistic matchup against a lot of these guys. He has power, he has speed, he has toughness, a chin that allows him to be aggressive, and when he's aggressive, he is at his athletic best. He is a total athletic freak, off the charts, and tonight trying to prove to people that he is a force to be reckoned and truly one of, if not the best middleweights ever. Fight fans have come out to see here tonight. All right, so here's the legend, George St. Pierre, former UFC welterweight champion, former UFC middleweight champion in DC, as one of the most decorated wrestlers on this UFC roster. You gotta be pretty amazed at what this man has been able to accomplish without any amateur wrestling credentials to speak of.
Yeah, with no background, the guys that he's been in there with and controlled the wrestling exchanges has truly been unbelievable to watch. I was in Canada when he fought Josh Koscheck and took Josh Koscheck, who was an NCAA champion, down whenever he needed to.
Right.
But it was also the striking that made him so dangerous. I remember George St. Pierre had this combination. It was a lead jab, a lead Superman jab into the leg kick. Everyone wanted to try and do it, and they say imitation is the greatest form of getting a compliment. We all tried to beat George St. Pierre.
And he's got more SPs than me.
He does. He's a man.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paulo the Eraser. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George St. Pierre.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we go with the stand-up only encounter. And then the right to close the combination. That one's done, man. Here's Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 9 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Paulo the Eraser Costa.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.
right, so here he is representing New Zealand and, of course, Nigeria. Enter the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. We've certainly enjoyed our time getting to know this young man in our fighter meetings. He has a high fight IQ. He's a thinking man's fighter. And obviously the physical skills jump off the film every time you watch.
Yeah, he's got it all. I mean, the guy has it all. And as you watch him walk to the octagon, he has a confidence and the air about him that many don't possess. He has always known he would become a champion of the world. He proved that he can do it. Now it's time to show whether or not he can do it again. Sometimes getting back is harder than getting there the first time. Let's see what Israel Adesanya can do to try to become the middleweight champion.
And certainly the discipline, the motivation, all that stuff is still there. And there was a definite intensity to him here during fight week. We'll see if he can channel that into the desired result tonight. This guy's got some hands on him, DC, and sometimes he takes issue when we call him a boxer because he is an MMA fighter and a well-rounded one at that. But it's hard not to lead the dance and lead the walk with the boxing skills that really are off the charts.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So he can be mad, but I would be happy to be called a boxer if I possessed that set of skills. If I had the ability to fix the target as well as he does. When he's most comfortable, when he's flowing, when the head is moving, when it's never on the center line, when he's landing body shots, when he's following that left body shot with that beautiful left hook, that really is most dangerous. It's a guy that for all that he can do in the octagon, at the end of the day, he was a boxer first and a fantastic boxer at that when he stepped into the UFC.
And don't sell yourself short.
I'm trying, but I'm not this guy.
Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Ilya, the sledgehammer,
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, round one of this stand-up only fight. Oh, man, DC, he would appear to be...
Now he's back up.
Holy smokes! All right, here one more time, the veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 9 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, so as they say, another highlight for the appreciable reel of the middleweight champ, Israel Adesanya, your winner tonight by knockout.
Adesanya is such a powerful guy and such a big guy that when he lands, he can shut your lights off. Tonight, he gets the job done in spectacular fashion.
Don't play, I'll send man a box. Ain't no chicken and chips inside. Don't play my song so you ain't got girls. Don't call you a leak if you miss this vibe. Keep to myself and I'm not too hyped, so nobody saw when I dipped inside. Money in the bank if I grip this mic. I'll send man a box, no rips inside. Top of the game just falling. What you gonna do with this brand new morning? Tunnel vision, but I might help you. So I didn't see when the hate was forming. Hear my style when I see them drooling. Can't be music, I play no fooling. In the background, chilling, cooling. Could have been different if I put my all. Okay, brand new day, I'm brilliant. Afro hair like William. Don't play, got skill like AM to PM, come like Christina Milian. Think twice if you wanna get silly and dumb. I'll send man a box like Dillian. Okay, brand new day, I'm brilliant. Afro hair like William. Don't play, got skill like Brazilian. One day I'm gonna make more than $1 million. Thinking paper, AM to PM, come like Christina Milian. Think twice if you wanna get silly and dumb. I'll send man a box like Dillian. Man, know I'm a rhymers. Any tempo, I'm a gliders. Got my white Air Ones in the boot, but I step in a rave with sliders. Some big money finders. Game get tired, big flow, top big, corners of blinders. Make money from music, that's the sound and currency talking. Ain't done much, them boys just chatter. Fans trying to work out how is he talking. My girl badder, glitz and glamour. Boot cut fit like MC Hammer. Grinding look, but it don't even matter. When I got my hair afro like salad. Okay, brand new day, I'm brilliant. Afro hair like William. Don't play, got skill like Brazilian. One day I'm gonna make more than $1 million. Thinking paper, AM to PM, come like Christina Milian. Think twice if you wanna get silly and dumb. I'll send man a box like Dillian. Okay, brand new day, I'm brilliant. Afro hair like William. Don't play, got skill like Brazilian. One day I'm gonna make more than $1 million. Thinking paper, AM to PM, come like Christina Milian. Think twice if you wanna get silly and dumb. I'll send man a box like Dillian. Send man a box like Dillian.
So here he is, one of the best boxers on this UFC roster, and if this fight was to be contested under the Marquess of Queensberry rules, it would be no contest, but we got an MMA fight.
We would be talking about a one-round fight, because there are no fighters in the UFC that can compete with this guy in that one form of combat. Such a great jab, the head movement. It's never on a line. He's constantly going left to right, right to left. It's like a triangle. He's moving. You can never see a stationary target in his approach. And what I truly love about him is his ability to really dig that left body shot to try and find the liver to end fights. We don't see knockouts like that very often. This man has done this a number of times in the UFC.
The sweet science. Some people think boxing is simple. It is anything but. This fighter has certainly mastered it. Here's the welterweight contender, Kevin Holland. I know he would like to be eating and fighting at 185 pounds, but most believe if he's going to realize a world title, and the UFC certainly subscribes to this theory, that it is going to be at 170 pounds. He has had so many big wins and finishes in this division. Tim Means, Alex Cowboy Oliveira, Santiago Ponzinibbio, a brutal knockout in Miami, Michael Chiesa. Kevin Holland has had a penchant for putting the very best fighters in the world away. The upkick on Jacare Souza. Now we find out if Kevin Holland can pass this test and inch one step closer to world title contention. Kevin Holland ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Tom Breeze. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Kevin the Trailblazer Holland.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go with this highly anticipated stand-up only event. You gotta put his head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Open versus Nagano. And you know he's still having trouble.
Oh!
He's in trouble.
Back to his feet.
Unwilling to take a step back. What a phenomenal fight. Oh, another one.
Oh, kick to the head, that can't feel good.
Oh, big.
And there it is.
Oh, my goodness.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 39 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Tom Breeze.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.
Get a dose of dirty cold to go, and close is cold flow. Got a wire to enlarge and I set a fire down below. Hang it up when you say sorry, didn't know. Probably got a year 10 to go, so let's go. I don't really know how to go slow. Goddamn, that motherfucker's cold. Hey, you on the wrong mode, you open and close and the hole's no go. This whole world's a shit mode, built to the brim like Gitmo. When you think it don't get more glow, with limbo to the sticks on flow. All the questions born of lies, I don't make the rules of just one guy. All due respect of getting spit on, how respect is not defined. I'm with the truth, but you got screwed and drank the Kool-Aid. There's a line, it ends directly at the edge of a mass grave that's their design. Funny fact about a cage, you're never built for just one group. So when that cage is done with them and you still pour it, come for you. The newest lowest on the totem, with godly G you have been used. You have to fuel the death machine that down the line will kill you too. Pseudo-Christians, young and different, kids in prisons ain't a sin shit. Even one scrap of what Jesus taught connected, you feel different. What a disingenuous way to piss away existence, I don't get it. I say you lost your goddamn minds if y'all possess one to begin with.
Lo que sea for Martin y Clay. Soy como Curry en Golden State. Voy abajo por un par de puntos, pero siempre hago el triple faltando 6. Esa Gucci que tienes son fake. Eso que fuman a Purple Haze. Eso que bebe no es lean. No, eso es jarabe pa' no toser. Esas perras dicen que me aman, pero igual mañana puede ser mi fiel. Ese negro dice ser mi amigo, pero solo quiere comer mi pastel. No confío en ningún mal nacido que no haya conmigo sobre mi mantel. Fucking mundo cruel, discrimina mi color de piel. Tengo el corazón frío como el Ártico. Ahora dicen que soy antipático. Muchos fachos salieron del ático y decían que eran muy fanáticos. Son de plástico. Cuando arranco ya no hay quien me pare. Valentino Rossi me dicen de todo. Tengo floco con los parezco de control. A mí no me gana ningún naco tonto. No.
Dejé de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente. Dejé de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente. Dejé de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente. Dejé de caminar en la nieve, el pinche frío sí que se siente. Shout out OG, run the Euros. Esta
you probably free is from the ages 1 to 4. Around the age of 5, you shipped away for your body to be stored. They promise education, but really they give you tests and scores, and they predict in prison.
Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that ring.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pineda? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm?
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover, you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pineda not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title. And tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal, Alex Pineda, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. Inside the octagon, he's ready to fight. Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Atomic Alonzo. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so this highly anticipated stand-up.
Jeez Louise!
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Alex Poeta Herrera!
All right, so it goes into the books as a clean knockout. No T required for Alex Pereira. Just another highlight to add to the reel.
Massive power displayed by Pereira. When you play with fire, when you fight in this guy, he is going to put your lights out. That's exactly what we saw tonight.
Instead of comparing the three, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I smoke and choke on this tree. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. Just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you the shit, then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy Drakes and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pop Biggie and Nas, Face Mob, Yeezy and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. Fuck you and your opinion, you can stick that up Uranus. I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake debate right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a back to Uno. But who knows what the future holds? My moving pharmaceuticals and clocking stupid lows. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers, disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me.
Mixed martial artist that the nation of Sweden has ever produced. Former two-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger Alexander Gustafsson, and he hasn't realized the UFC title yet, but I know you guys will always have UFC 192, one of the harder fights of your career.
One of the toughest nights that I've ever had in the UFC, and Alexander Gustafsson showed in that night that not only is he skilled, he's as tough as they come. From the war with John Jones, to the war that him and I had, to some of the biggest victories that he stood and he's won in the octagon. A very, very skilled striker with fantastic boxing, unbelievable sport, and very, very underrated wrestling. One of the only guys that can say he's taken me down and also taken John Jones down in a championship fight.
He really is the total package. I know he hasn't solved that John Jones puzzle yet, but truly a special striker. And in terms of the movement at 205 pounds on the feet, nobody does it better than this. Gracie, he is not. Damian Maia, perhaps he is not. But a lot of people believe that we have not seen a layered jiu-jitsu game in this division in a very long time. And I think he sold a lot of tickets coming into the team.
John, that's me. I would have called him all those guys. I would have put him on the Mount Rushmore grappling before I even know what he can do inside the octagon. But this kid, to me, when I watch him, he possesses a skill that allows for him to get submission because he doesn't chase. He's very patient. He's patient on top, and he's patient off of his back. He can grapple anywhere, and because of that, he finds ways to end fights in that manner.
And he is a little bit of a specialist in this modern day, right? He doesn't like when people denigrate his striking. He has gone to great lengths to improve that part of his game. But this is a BJJ practitioner. Make no bones about it if he's going to try to get this fight to the floor early on. for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Ronaldo Jacare Souza.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so as we get this stand-up only fight underway. Oh, he gets... Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 10 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson.
Well, what else can be said about Alexander Gustafsson? That is one tough Swedish customer right there. When he's on point, as he was here tonight, he looks the part of the best light heavyweight in the world. Perhaps another crack at the title will be next. We shall see.
You didn't bother me. You preached to your crowd, but don't bother waiting young. Don't bother waiting young. Yeah, better luck next. You don't know me, you're taking the road to that shame, amazing and soft. I don't owe you one thing, it's a beg you, cry, you're on board. These tears run dry. These tears run dry. I heard you calling me. Well, you were loud. You were howling constant. I think you want to leave. Well, you're allowed. So don't bother waiting young. Yeah, don't bother waiting young. So sorry you were late. You don't know me, you're taking the road to that shame, amazing and soft. I don't owe you one thing, I beg you, cry, you're on board. These tears run dry. These tears run dry.
If it please and needs, the whole scene is a scream.
Well, with respect to Paul Craig and Andre Muniz, two of the recent victims for Brendan Allen, this is the biggest submission threat right now in the UFC's middleweight division. Top contender Brendan Allen. He has won 6 consecutive fights. He has been rewarded with UFC main events. He has won those fights. And a lot of people believe the top guys don't necessarily want to fight Brendan Allen because of the danger factor on the ground. Trains out of Kill Clip FC, forging himself, building himself up, training alongside high-level strikers every day. Seems right now, as we look at Brendan Allen, 28 years of age, it's an eventuality that one day he will fight for the world title. Proudly representing Liverpool, England, also has some roots in Brazil. Here is Darren Till looking to preserve his spot as welterweight contender here tonight.
Darren Till is a phenomenal fighter, a guy that's willing to fight anybody. The interview where he's in the octagon, he says, just line them up, I'll fight them all. Yeah. I will fight each and every one of them. Darren Till has that quality about him that just draws you in. But what ultimately gets you in the door is the fighting ability, the great boxing, the great fight IQ, the mentality that allowed him to beat guys like Donald Cerrone and Stephen Wonderboy Thomas.
He's got a welterweight hit list a mile long. You should be glad you're not on that.
No, I don't want to get on that list. I don't want to see the gorilla.
Tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Brendan Allen. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Darren the Gorilla Till.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, we are ready to go here at the start of round one. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Darren the Gorilla Till.
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.
Yeah. Chilling in my shop, been to war, we got purple hearts. Was outside but you were scared of dark. I've been shot, I ain't scared to lurk. Had a clean run and ended up in jail for my 31st. Had the first. Before that, then a shag that I pierced his shirt. 2016 was Dirty Sprite. I done it on the top floor, then I caught I'm scared of heights. YT and TV, the same for radio or the TV. You ain't gonna work on your CV. Staring at my hand, it's all VVs. We just trying to stay alive like the Bee Gees. Done it for the guts and the glory. And if we ever rise it, we ain't shooting feet, we ain't Tory. Mommy voted Labour, we was poorly. But I wasn't sobbing to my story. Card made it out the trenches. inches. Now I got a taste, it's expensive. Cartier lenses, premium plus on the Benzes. I was dead broke, I had to mend it. I wink at my shooter, he gon' send it. Follow me, it's been a rocky road. I take my dog off the leash and have a proper stroll. Honeycomb, she my pot of gold. Told her if she stay down to the end, we gon' move on.
Need 21 to salute me. All my friends is dead, so I'm trying to buy. I was bad in the streets way before I got bougie. Type of murders that you only see in movies. Shit's real when the raps is deep. Well, you know about waking up in jail from a dream that make you wanna fall straight back to sleep. 100 days, 100 nights, selling crack a week. I'm from the corner of the trap in the trench. Had to hit the sauna when I slapped up the...
All right, he's got cardio for days, and he is as high-level a wrestler as we have seen cross into this division in some time. Can do worse than having a high-level wrestling base for mixed martial arts.
So he wants the pace. It's the pace and the pressure. It's what separates the wrestlers from everyone else. It's an ability to go to those dark places, live in them, make those hard moments the best moments of your day. And when you get to the octagon, everything seems easier. This kid has an ability to operate in the darkness, operate in the tough moments. He's going to have to try and drown his opponent, drag him to those deep waters, and try to ensure that he can't compete with him.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch this kid fight, John.
Oh, mentally, he's just so forged, right? I mean, he'll chain takedowns, no discouragement if he doesn't get it. It's really a pleasure to watch high-level wrestlers perform when they're at their best. We'll see if he can be that here tonight. Should be interesting to see how this fight plays out stylistically. On one side, we have as high-level a wrestler as we have seen cross into this division in some time. And I know you guys enjoyed talking wrestling in the fighter meeting. Is it your expectation he's going to try to take this fight down early?
Oh, John, he's going for a single look right away. It's his best takedown. He wants to take you down and he wants to wear you out. He wants to go from position A to position B. Position A, take him down. Position B, on the ground, move to C, get to the mount. Try to find a way to dominate, and in between, suffocate. Make him work at every single turn. This guy's tremendous. He is the embodiment of the fight style that so many of us use.
Well, as you know, every MMA round begins on the feet, but prevailing wisdom is this one could hit the canvas, and sooner rather than later. Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Misha Sarkunov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Paul Nickal.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, we are underway with this stand-up only fight. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout by knockout.
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right?
Yeah.
But you knock out a man in a cage fight, I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands that puts out your opponent's life. And tonight he got that done. And he should be very proud of the work he and his coaches got done tonight.
Well, he may not have the gold at home to prove it, but many believe on any given Saturday night you are looking live at the best middleweight on this roster, the Brazilian Paulo Costa, the artist formerly known as Borrachinha. But man, has he been racing UFC competition left and right. His fight against Yoel Romero will be one that they are talking about deep into the next century. This man is the total package, and tonight looks to inch one step closer to future UFC golden glory. Good to see this talented fighter make the walk again once tonight. Gotta think he'll look to use his speed and footwork in this fight. Those appear to be his biggest advantages. Maybe not the most powerful guy on the roster necessarily, but exceptionally quick on the feet. Very good at using his feet to set up angles for his offense, and will mix it up. A lot of variations to his attacks. Can fight on the outside, but also not afraid to enter the pocket to stick and move. Great job of moving that head off the center line. Just an outstanding striker who brings a lot of different attributes to the table. We'll see how it goes for this decorated kickboxer. Nice to see him cross over into the UFC, and a lot of people feel like if he can get on sort of an Alex Pereira-type trajectory in terms of the work ethic and the approach, could be a future world champion.
Well, he looks like it. He seems to have all the skills, and he says the right thing. We were talking to him the other day. He spoke about all the time they're spending in the gym working on the wrestling, because he knows that the kickboxing is embedded in him. He has done it so long, he can do it on cruise control. The wrestling has improved, and he said because his wrestling's improved, guys are going to have to stand with him. If they have to stand, he said the lights will be shut off. I cannot wait to see him perform.
Dude's got power everywhere, and that's why a lot of these fans have traveled far and wide to see him compete live here tonight. the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paulo the Eraser Costa. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Brad Tavares.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the Octagon for this one. All right, so with that touch of the gloves, we are underway with this stand-up only. Oh, he might get finished here. Able to get back to his feet yet again. Oh, but not a good one. The venerable Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 15 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Brad Tavares.
Oh, well, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers, how soon can I get up? Because it's going to be a party over there. Not only because of the knockout, but that extra bonus check he's going to be carrying to the club tonight.
Old school Chevy, God rain down blessings, that work the levy. On my Libra scales, teaching these streets is heavy. Young Smokey Prevail came from Speakeasy to breathing weekly on beats, and now he be eating with kings in every city. I just can't get enough. Go to the shit, look, hit it up, get it up. Show up at the club, we'll hit it up. Leaving get some love in the minibus. You ain't got a front when you really up. Live and pray that I will see the days look just like right now. We just can't pack that. This is life. They can't hold me down. Get in my way. They gon' know me now. Rest in parley. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. Stand on holy ground. Ever ollie. Ain't a thing can hold me down. Winning my race. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. City champion, no sombrero. Les tengo borracho porque soy el modelo. Mi viejo despacho, studio in the ghetto. Nuevo apodo es Nacho, me cubren con el queso. Strong to the west up, pull up on the west coast. Studio Metro.
Well, you can argue he's one of the best boxers in the UFC, even though he fancies himself a well-rounded mixed martial artist, but always changing up the location of his strikes, the tempo. This guy is a well-versed world-class striker.
Yeah, he's a world-class striker, and we always have a lot of fun on our shows about the best boxers in the UFC. Start talking Holloway, Masvidal, Blachowicz. This guy is along the lines of that in regards to how he implements that skill inside the octagon. He goes out there, fights behind a beautiful jab, and he sets everything up perfectly with the hands, and that is why we see him securing so many knockouts inside the UFC's octagon.
Yeah, had a lot of knockouts as an amateur, not just in MMA, but in boxing as well, and just wearing those tiny 4-ounce gloves here tonight, we'll see if he can add to that total. So Israel Adesanya obviously was mashing through the middleweight division until his rival Alex Pereira showed up. But as he gets back on the proving ground here tonight, DC, most people is still the best middleweight in the world.
Well, he's proven it time and time again. He has been the man for so long, it would seem hard for him not to operate in that space. But because he believes in himself, because he recognizes who he is, he takes wins and losses as good as anyone I've ever seen. But when it comes down to the X's and the O's, the guy in his fight ability, Israel Adesanya is as good as they come. A phenomenal kickboxer and much improved wrestling that allows for him to stay upright and make guys fight him where he needs them to.
Really seems as though he is getting closer to that mixed martial arts prime, to your point, in terms of putting all the skills together. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, back in the octagon here tonight. Tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Tom Reese. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, so here we go with this stand. He's in trouble. Back to the feet. And that will do it.
Oh, my goodness.
We go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, so the clean knockout for Israel Adesanya tonight. The last style bender, not forcing the issue as usual, but it is a pretty thing when he puts somebody away.
Well, if you press Israel Adesanya, he will put you to sleep. Once again, he proves why he's one of the best fighters in UFC history.
Ella se dejó y yo me la llevé. Hacemos el boogie, hacemos el wiggy-dee. Ella lo pidió y yo sin miedo se lo di. Let's go. I got shooting stars on my teeth. Nikes on my feet make my cipher complete. Cause I'm nice like that. Baby, I'm cool like that. Dice Mico que rico, que como yo no hay nada. Ya estamos a 30,000 por party. Salí piquetúa, hoy salí de Bulgari. Se dio par de trago y se puso vulgar. Bugatti, se vistió de chita, yo que vine de safari, Ma, you know what's up, aquí no hay excusa. Súbete la falda, me gusta esa blusa. Ma, you know what's up, llegué y siempre abusa. Sé que andas en alta, de 2 o 3 la musa. Che, mami, está ahí en el club, baby, muévelo al revés. Pues yo quiero, yo no sé, sube y bájalo otra vez. Que estoy con el crew y nos fumamos 2 o 3. Bailamos en la CRG, let's go, a CRG. Ja, dejé, ella se dejó y yo me la llevé. Hacemos el boogie, hacemos el wigiriti. Ella lo pidió y yo sin miedo se lo di. Hello, mami, ¿qué pasó? Te dio la wanna fuck, me habla claro, ¿qué pasó? Mami, qué sé yo, si quieres enviar ping y nos vamos para el round 2. Que a mí me enamora como tú me miras, achinao que parecen de mentira. Ella no tiene type, para los dos la huella tira. Esta noche me la llevo, la tengo en la mira. Que a mí me enamora como tú me miras, achinao que parecen de mentira. Ella no tiene type, para los dos la huella tira. Esta noche me la llevo, la tengo en la mira. Que mucha mami, está ahí en el club, baby, muévelo al revés. Cual yo quiero, yo no sé.
All right, so here he is, the former 2-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger, Alexander Gustafsson. There was some retirement talk a few years ago, but he seems to have his head screwed on right now. Came back with that huge knockout of Glover Teixeira not all that long ago that many argue was the best performance of his UFC career.
Yes, and I'm glad that Alexander Gustafsson is still here.
Yeah.
Because why would you leave when you still are so valuable to everything that happens in the UFC light heavyweight division? A very, very skilled striker, underrated wrestling, has more tape the UFC light heavyweight division's ever seen. Tall, big, great cardio, a fantastic fighter is Alexander Gustafsson.
And he's going to hang around at least long enough to realize a third crack at that elusive UFC light heavyweight title. The mauler Alexander Gustafsson ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm?
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover and you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title. And tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal, Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. To fight the mauler, Alexander Gustafsson. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world,
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here we go with the stand-up. Back to the feet now.
Alex Pineda with one of the greatest knockouts you will see.
Holy smokes!
All right, with that, the official decision is in. We go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Alex Herrera!
All right, you heard it there from Buff. Alex Pineda, your winner by knockout. Get used to hearing that.
That's exactly what he does. We have seen it on multiple occasions. The guy knows how to put your lights out, and we see him do it time and time again.
Oh, man.
They acting like they love us, but they really think they really wanna be above us. Can they see it? I'm the top of this mountain. I'm looking down, I can see it like you're clouded. No, they don't wanna be above us. We're the top of this mountain above us. There's nothing up there except me, except me. There in your eyes when you see me. I look here straight in the eye and told her not today, not today, no lie. I look here straight in the eye. I told her not today, not today, no lie. Oh no, I look here straight in the eye. I can see you as I'm looking down. I can see you when I'm looking down. Fear in your eyes when you see me. That I fear in your eyes when you see me. I can see you when I'm looking down. I can see your eyes when I'm looking down. The fear in your eyes when you see me. See that fear in your eyes when you see me. I look here straight in the eye and told her not today, not today, no lie. I look here straight in the eye. I told her not today, not today, no lie. Oh no, I look here straight in the eye.
All right, so another big spot for this high-level wrestler here tonight, and the opposition knows what's coming, but more often than not in the UFC, they've been unable to stop.
It's because since a little boy, he spent his life on the wrestling mat. And even though you start to prepare for it late, you cannot match his ability to train, his ability to focus. The idea that once he gets a hold of you, it only ends with him in top position. It does not matter if he has to get a high crotch. It does not matter if he needs to get a single leg or a double leg. The purpose is to get you to the floor, and he has been trained his entire life to do just that.
Yeah, you put it well. He's got a lot of throws and takedowns and trips in his arsenal, and we'll try to put them to good use in this matchup here tonight. Representing the passionate town of Liverpool, Merseyside, England, here is the Gorilla, Darren Till. This is a man unto himself, very special fighter and young man.
He's a very special young man. He's a very special fighter, and the people are drawn to Darren Till. If you witness a Darren Till walkout, as you are right now, you understand that it's very special. He has that star quality, but that star quality means nothing if you don't have the fighting ability. Darren Till definitely has the fighting ability.
What a great frame for this welterweight division. Not always easy for him to make the 171-pound limit, but at least until further notice, Darren Till is a welterweight and a contender at that. Tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paul and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Darren the Gorilla Till.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, round one of this stand-up-only fighting. And back to his feet.
Oh, my goodness!
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Darren the Gorilla Till!
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight he did exactly that. Congratulations.
Was out in the field since I was ill. Never been house cat. I'm from where everyone active. You come at them backwards, they be where your house at. I don't care about no hoes. Where is your spouse? If it is hard, you gon' have to pronounce that. You don't be smoking at all. 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 See? You don't be smoking at all. Say. You don't be smoking at all. Say. You don't be smoking at all. You don't be smoking at all. You don't be smoking. You don't be smoking.
Quick, let me get this. When I spit, it is vomit. I'm from H-Town, so it's back to back and then back to back like the comments. That's a 4P. I got tip like nosebleeds, but don't be where the host be. I don't like where that road leads. Me and mine be low key. I don't do this for trophies, but some say I'm her shepherd because I'm with the sheep like Bo Peep. Hopefully I sow seeds that lead them to green pastures. Told my dog you ain't no slave, them whips and chains just got you mastered. I'll turn on us backwards, but hell I feel we all done been dyslexic and ingested with these equins who all just been cemented in society. Even though they got this with privacy, anything but a life of piety, with no compliancy from all the rivalries, but still kick back in a big kickback for those who won't get back. I don't chit chat about big stack. Around here they push your wig back. I'm a rarity. Every bar's charity. This how I get back. And word to the fade on my dome and smooth as razor Ramon with a slick back. Ooh. Fist fall.
Yeah. Okay. No tone right here. Put my voice up. Yeah.
Say less.
Tired of all the fake shit. Tired of all the bullshit. Tired of all these talking about they gon' do shit. Tired of all these squash shit. You gotta follow me, I ain't squash your shit. Say less. Say less. Say less. Say less. Say less. Say less. Say less.
All right, big spot here for the former undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, and he's not too emotionally attached to a lot of these results. I expect a big effort out of him here tonight.
You know, John, I love that you teed it up that way because I was just thinking that for a guy that seemed to be on a rocket ship to the moon, becoming a middleweight champion, he handles adversity as well as anyone I've ever seen. When he lost to Jan Blachowicz when he tried to become double champion, still even keel. When he lost his championship, even keel. I believe that ability will allow for him to work his way back to a championship opportunity where I expect him to be very competitive and possibly earn himself the belt back.
And skill for skill, there are a lot of people that still believe he's the best middleweight in the world. A lot of the elite 185-pounders believe that Izzy and not necessarily Pereira represent the toughest matchup for them. We'll see how Adesanya fares in this critical matchup here tonight. All right, champ, I'm excited for this one, and you're cracking a wry smile. I know you are, too. This is a kickboxer of the highest order, and he's made no bones about it. He believes that if this fight is contested on the feet, he's going to wax this guy early.
He's going to get the job done. He has 100% confidence that if they're standing, he's better. And why would he not? He is one of those kickboxers that is on the level of Adesanya, Pereira, and Alistair Overeem. He sits amongst the best to come from that sport and apply it to mixed martial arts. He's got a well-rounded skill set outside of kickboxing. Kickboxing, what makes him special?
Yeah, it was interesting to hear Alex Pereira, the middleweight champion, praise him recently, sort of unsolicitedly. So, needless to say, the eyes of the sport are fixed upon this kickboxer here tonight. Kill the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the official introductions, we go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Brad Tavares.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we go with this highly anticipated stand-up only event. You got to play by the rules.
He's in a lot of trouble now.
Oh my God! Don't do it! Oh my God!
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 9 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Brad Tavares.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, also, most times walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.
Day after day trying to stay out the way, but I still got to pray cause I feel like I'm falling. I reach out to God trying to talk on the daily. I know I can't hear him, but still trying to call him. I need a blessing, I feel like I'm stressing. No point in me resting, I feel like it's stolen. Still ain't gave up with this pressure I'm holding. They left me alone, I was watching them bowling. Day after day trying to stay out the way, but I still got to pray cause I feel like I'm falling. I reach out to God trying to talk on the daily. I know I can't hear him, but still trying to call him. I need a blessing, I feel like I'm stressing. No point in me resting, I feel like it's stolen. Still ain't gave up with this pressure I'm holding. They left me alone, I was watching them bowling. Know if I spot them, I feel like I got them. Now things I've been winning, been losing. None of my business, I still only look like a chiropractor. Bitch, I know what I'm doing. If it's money, bitch, I get to pursuing. Talking, why the fuck is they suing? Have emotion, yeah, I feel like I'm moving. They painted pictures, but they shit think I'm ruined. On a mission, ain't nobody gon' stop them. Lion King, like a Kuna Matata. In my way, I gotta get them a brother. I'ma get the chips like America Strata. Bitch, I got her cause I feel like a nada. Weekdays and jump for Gibraltar. Never scared, but I gotta get bread. I feel like track the way I run up a dollar. I got the muscle, it's all in my hustle. You get a reaction, bitch, you gon' be famous. Look at this, watch you gon' run out your time. My crib really diamond, your shit probably stainless. Be a joke if they really won't smoke, I get dead on they thought they just trying to get famous. Fuck it with me, they get nameless. Bitch, I'ma kill them, this shit probably painless. Say I'm running blind, no crime. I ain't lying, I swear I'm trying. I'm falling down. I pray, new day, get the devil out my way. I swear I feel like I'm falling down. PTI, none of y'all can't CTI, y'all pussy fake like CGI. Don't make me laugh, hee ha ha, illicits in my Impala drop. Authentic like a follow documentary. Them ass whoopers is a la carte, that players last resort. But you can get it if you asking for it. But now they start shit you retort, they take.
So here's the former UFC welterweight title challenger, Darren Till. This guy is all action, all systems go, huge fan base, very fun to watch. First time he tasted defeat, though, was in his first UFC title fight against Tyron Woodley. Valuable lessons gained, and he looks to put those to good use here tonight.
As you continue to beat guys like Donald Cerrone and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, you earn the opportunity to fight guys like Tyron Woodley. And if it doesn't go your way, go back to the drawing board and you get better, and I'm confident that Darren Till will do exactly that. He's a very, very talented young man. He's a young man that's even wise beyond his years and thinks as a fighter that's much more seasoned than he may actually be.
Seems to have mastered the weight cut at this point in time. We'll see how it goes for Darren Till here tonight. Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pineda? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm.
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover, you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pineda not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title. And tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal, Alex Pineda, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. Steps inside the octagon, he is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Darren the Gorilla. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira!
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so this highly anticipated stand-up-only event is now underway. Friendly. This is his one tonight.
The biggest shot. Oh, my goodness.
All right, we send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 7 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Darren the Gorilla Till!
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.
Pick a fight, earn a strike, run the light, out of spite, up all night, roll the right, take a bite. Eat the rich, hit a lick, drink a fit, fuck a stick, split a wing, smoke a split, blow a kiss. I'm doing subpar, how are you? How are you? I'm doing subpar, how are you? How are you? I'm doing subpar, how are you? How are you? Hey, hey. If suffering builds character, then get a load of me. I've been through shit, I'm filled with piss, I'm bloated totally. I can't condone to go the road of who I'm told to be. I told the peeps, roll the sleeves, let's go promote the beast. Today I had a fucking lick just for the big homie. I feel better, I got the thing on me. Tell the FBI I follow Jeff Bezos, pesos, quesos, marshmallows, rainbows, game shows. Think about life, look at a buck on the pocket for living outside. Thinking I die for living past lives. Spend my time, gotta fit in my size, gotta pick up my ride, gotta think about five, gotta think of my pride, and tell about time, I'm ahead of my time, tip the hottest mind, this shit no action about design. Sometimes, damn right, sometimes, you can't wait, they broke the camel's back, gonna take us all down free. Pick a fight, earn a strike, run the light, out of spite, up all night, roll the right, take a bite. Eat the rich, hit a lick, drink a fit, fuck a stick, split a wing, smoke a split, blow a kiss. I'm doing subpar, how are you? How are you? I'm doing subpar, how are you? How are you? I'm doing subpar, how are you? How are
time today. For every 2 rhymes, I throw a rhyme away. Rhyme the way these rappers do coke. Might blow a line today, blow your mind away, right by your bed. And by the way, I find a way to spin it, the wheel of fortune and buy a cake. Y'all don't like me cause y'all ain't like me and I get it. Your lady like me, it's more than likely that I hit it. The sky's the limit, get high enough you can find me in it. And the dying quick is your only option, and grind is it. I mind my business, the one that pays me, no one can play me. Can't have a turn.
Proudly representing Liverpool, England, also has some roots in Brazil. Here is Darren Till, looking to preserve his spot as welterweight contender here tonight.
Darren Till is a phenomenal fighter, a guy that's willing to fight anybody. The interview where he's in the octagon, he says, just fight them all, I'll fight them all. Yeah. I will fight each and every one of them. Darren Till has that quality about him that just draws you in. But what ultimately gets you in the door is the fighting ability, the great boxing, the great fight IQ, the mentality that allowed him to beat guys like Donald Cerrone and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
He's got a welterweight hit list a mile long. You should be glad he's not on it.
No, I don't want to get on that list. I don't want to see the gorilla.
About that pop that greets the #1 UFC middleweight contender. He has emerged through the gauntlet at 185 pounds, and tonight, that elusive crack at UFC Go.
Just getting here is what counts, because the waters are sharp and tested. Every single time you walk into the octagon, you are challenged at the highest level. So to get here is one thing. It's another thing to become the champion. He feels like tonight is his night to complete the journey, to finish writing his story and walking away with a championship belt.
There is a little bit of friction on this matchup, but most people would argue if any athlete is well equipped to bottle that emotion and realize success on a big stage, it is this #1 contender. Those questions give way to answers. Or till the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, here now the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Darren the Gorilla Till. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Brad Tavares.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, so as we get this stand-up only fight on... That is going to do it!
Holy smokes!
Lights out, brother, lights out! Now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 seconds of the very first round. declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Brad Tavares.
All right, so we got a new UFC middleweight champion, and this is a title that no one can ever take away from you. He's got a UFC belt at his home for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life. And they say it takes a village to build a champion. If you look behind him, celebrating with his coaches, you know that they have all been on this journey for a long time to the UFC championship. Congratulations to him and his team.